Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, August 3rd, 2023. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. Alrighty, so we saw yesterday how we had a really just a red day all across the board. It was expected. First of all, we had that gap down. Second of all, was probably most likely created as people overseas saw woke up with the news that the United States had been the credit score had been lowered by Fitch from AAA to AA plus, and so that entitled is some sort of a panicking sell-off of a profit taken, but that will most likely continue into today's trade range in trading session today. So expect a lower lower values here. I'm having 15,200-ish as my support for it. Initially, you see this uh, these candles here, almost about the same size. Well, that's where basically mostly that's where the market has stopped. But around this area, that could have been a good support for it if it turns around now. We're gonna be receiving the earnings from Apple and Amazon today, but at the end of the session, so they could probably boost the market. So between now and then, the market could probably do a strong retracement um, correction. So be careful for that. Not be worried of that. So I'll be selling the indices in the morning. Also selling this S&P 500. You see that our side is pointing lower towards the 50, below 50. So it's telling us that momentum is building up for the downside, as well as for the Dow. Crude oil also had done was going to a sell-off yesterday. Today is kind of flattish so far. So around the $80 marker, that could be a psychological resistance point for it. But initially, a direction for it will be up. I have to wait for this to come out because it could probably just continue to its upside, or it could just be waiting for a sell-off. So that could be triggered by a dollar index. So then we have here Nat Gas. Nat Gas is trying to recuperate itself to stay whole around 250. Nat Gas is too sharpy for me right now. And then we have gold. Gold had a really just massive sell-off yesterday, and it found some footing around the 1930 handle. Then it has recovered, but it's trading with below the 50 markers, which tells me we are in a it's the downside momentum is picking up. So let's see what happens with that. Then we have silver that has broken $24. So let's see if it holds around this area, just enter that consolidation stage. Then we have copper also looking to do some sort of a sell-off here. I have 380 as the psychological support level for it initially, so that could be a target. Then we have the currencies that are been trading lower since the dollar index have incremented in value. It has strength, so that will be seen if it continues. Also in the pound, that sell-off is continuing, and if dollar index happens to make a drop, then we'll see a pop on all across the assets, indices, crude oil, metals, and currencies. But if it pops to the upside of to 103, for example, then we're going to see a continuation of those sell-off into of those assets. All right. Well, be careful for today. I'll be shorting the assets, the indices at the beginning, first hour, 2 hours of the morning, and then closing my position before noon, before lunch. Have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.